Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel as I yawn. Please excuse me. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Fragile Violet from EB Florals today. So if you'd like to know what I think about this fragrance and if it's worth checking out, then keep watching. Florals was started by celebrity florist Buterbaugh. I've already reviewed one of their fragrances, Velvet Lavender. I will link that below, and if you guys didn't know, I was completely in love and enraptured by that fragrance, and it made me want to seek out more. Now I have a few of them in queue from Scentbird, but I had the opportunity to purchase Fragile Violet and I jumped on the chance. So this fragrance was purchased by me to review, and it is in no way a sponsored video. I always like to let you guys know in the beginning of the video where I got my bottle from, if it was sent to me or if I purchased it with my own money. I purchased it after sampling Velvet Lavender because I fell in love with it so much, and I loved the idea of a kind of like whimsical sheer violet scent, and when I found out who the nose was behind the scent, it also had me intrigued. Now the nose behind the scent is Alberto Morillas, I believe that's how you pronounce it. If not, again, please forgive me. You guys know I am horrible at pronouncing names, really bad. But he is a very prominent fragrance nose. He's created some of the most iconic fragrances ever. Think specifically Aqua di Gio. He's the nose behind Aqua di Gio. He's also done Pie by Givenchy, Flower by Kenzo, and has done a lot with Cartier and also with Bulgari. So he has a very prominent nose, and he has a very specific way that he creates his fragrances. They're kind of somewhat watery, aquatic, and there's just like a light etherealness to all of them, the men's or women's fragrances. So I'm really excited to try, or I was really excited to see him as the nose behind this fragrance. You guys know I'm not the hugest fan of Aqua di Gio. I smelled it so much, everyone was buying it where I worked initially a long time ago. I just kind of ran its course with me, but I can definitely understand and appreciate its mass appeal. So I was interested in seeing how he teamed up with Buterbaugh to create this fragrance, because I absolutely love Violet. I really was excited for this line, and just generally overall this seemed like something I would really be into. So the notes in this, the top notes are mandarin, white tea, and mulberry at the top. At the heart, you're going to have violet, lotus, and wisteria. And at the base, you're going to have cedar, amber, and a light musk. There are a few things I wanted to talk about this fragrance. First, this is an expensive fragrance. This size is, I believe, $285 or $295. So this is an expensive fragrance, and I have one issue with this bottle, is that it is a dabber bottle. There is no atomizer, so I'm actually gonna have to try and find a loose atomizer and put some of this in an atomizer to where I had a little empty sample vial that I put some of this in a long time ago when I first got it a few weeks ago, and I've misplaced that, so I need to get a proper atomizer for this. That is one issue I have, is no atomizer. But the presentation, you guys, this is a gorgeous bottle. The box it comes in is really nice. So for the price that you pay presentation wise, it is on par with luxury fragrances. But that's not the most important part. The most important part is the fragrance inside. Whether or not the packaging is pristine, is the fragrance worth $295? And that's what we're gonna get into. Velvet Lavender, absolutely, I would buy it in a moment. In fact, once I use through my Scentbird atomizer, I will be purchasing a bottle of that. It is phenomenal. So I have absolutely no qualms about the price point of these fragrances. But there is something I kind of wanted to talk about with Fragile Violet, and I am going to reference Velvet Lavender one more time, and that is the name. The name Velvet Lavender really hit the point of it being kind of this like velveteen, almost kind of textured, soft, beautiful aromatic fragrance. And Fragile Violet, fragile sounds like it's something that is delicate, is light, is sheer, and that is very much what this fragrance is. This fragrance is very light on the skin, almost kind of completely intimate, and that is the one issue I have with this, is the fact that it has little to no projection whatsoever. It sits ridiculously close to the skin for the entire wear time of this fragrance. And so if you're looking for a fragrance, or if that is a reason why you won't purchase an expensive fragrance, is because it doesn't project, this will not be the fragrance for you. However, I think that the name Fragile Violet, considering Velvet Lavender fit, I think that's, and this is just me going out and about and just thinking on my own, I think that this fragrance was kind of designed to be something more sheer. Now, it might be too sheer for $300 a bottle, I understand, but I think that overall the entire composition of this fragrance and its naming and its notes, light musks, liquid ambers, wisteria, lotus, white tea, these are all very light scents, and they come together and it creates something really beautiful. And that's what I like about this fragrance. This fragrance kind of feels like an Alberto Morillas fragrance as something a little bit more niche and conceptual rather than Aqua di Gio or Flower by Kenzo. This is really a beautiful celebration of violet, but not like a candied violet, like a watered down, watery like violet. It's like a violet that maybe sat in a cup of water a little bit too long and the water became fragrance. That's what the scent and this fragrance reminds me of. Now, the other notes that really pull on this, pull out to me, is the white tea and the amber. The amber gives it a little itty bitty little bit of a resinous background, which gives the violet something to kind of grab onto, and it helps it make it a little bit louder. So the violet really needs the amber. And the musk, it's just started raining, that's why I'm filming in here. And the musk, I think, kind of helps it be a little bit more sheer without it being completely like invisible. So I think this is an absolutely captivating fragrance. And actually, even though it is very sheer and it sits very close to the skin, it has pretty decent longevity. I actually get about 6 hours of wear. I do get a little bit of olfactive fatigue, but if I do put my hand up to my nose, I can smell it. It is still there. After the first 3 hours, but it lasts about 6 hours on my skin, and as you guys know, I live in the tropics and I hope for 4 to 6, and considering this is a very light, delicate scent, the fact that it does last on my skin 6 hours is saying something. So overall, I am actually really happy and pleased with this purchase. Sometimes, especially when I'm hanging out with my husband, I like to wear more intimate scents that only I can smell and no one else. And this will definitely fit that bill. It's absolutely beautiful. But if you guys are looking for a projecting fragrance, a loud fragrance, if that is something that is a deal breaker for you when it comes to expensive fragrances, this will not be the scent for you. Now, because it sits so close to the skin, it is light and sheer, this is a great scent to wear to work, especially if you're dealing with people who are very sensitive to fragrances around you, but you still want to have a nice fragrance on you that you can enjoy. Fantastic fragrance for that, and definitely a beautiful springtime addition for the daytime, probably a little bit too late for evenings. But overall, I really love it. I am actually quite pleased with it. I don't know if I like it as much as Velvet Lavender, but I like it pretty darn close. I like the idea of violets, and I like violets in a variety of different ways that they can smell. And this is a new and unique way that I really haven't smelled a violet, and I think that it is just ridiculously well done. So that is my review on Fragile Violet from EB Florals. I hope you enjoyed this fragrance review, and I would love to let you know if you guys have tried these fragrances. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, if you like these videos, remember to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe because it's free and I'm free. And I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. Please excuse the lights. All right. In any case, guys, thank you so much. I hope you're all happy and healthy. Have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I will see you next time. Bye.